Welcome back. According to recent research published in the Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Canada, pregnant women should be exercising a minimum of, get this, 150 minutes per week.
Wow.
And if that sounds like a lot, don't worry, our next guest is here to help.
Yeah, it does sound like a lot for sure. So here to discuss the importance of prenatal fitness and to show us some safe exercises that we can do during pregnancy is fitness expert Alleyne. Welcome back to the show, Chloe.
Congratulations, this is baby number 2.
Not four, 2.
So obviously you are the perfect person to be leading us in this next segment. But talk to people, why is exercising during pregnancy so important?
Yeah, so the first thing we want to do is make sure that we've been cleared by our doctors or our midwives. But once we have, exercising while you're pregnant is the perfect time because it's going to help reduce risk of conditions like gestational diabetes. It's also going to help with a faster postpartum recovery. It's going to boost your mood, help you sleep better, and studies have actually shown that it is good for your baby.
Yeah.
Love that. All right. Yeah. So let's dive into it because today you're going to show us some exercises that are good to do while pregnant. But first, tell us what kind of exercises we should avoid if you're pregnant.
We definitely obviously want to avoid anything that we're laying on our bellies, of course. And then also laying on our backs for extended periods of time. We want to be mindful of temperature. So hot yoga, hot Pilates, those are things we want to avoid. Contact sports where there's risk of injury, falling, anything that you find strenuous because everyone's different, but you want to take it a little bit easy. You don't want to go too hard.
Okay. Okay, and so people who are pregnant be watching their heart rates while they're exercising as well.
So it was believed that we should keep our heart rates at like 140 beats per minute or lower, but now new research has shown that we should just follow what's called the talk test. So basically, you should be able to have a conversation while you're exercising. If you're panting or gasping for air, maybe you're doing too much, but if you can like sing along to your favorite Beyonce song, maybe you can do a little bit more.
Okay.
Sure, okay, let's dive into these exercises now. We're gonna start with actually core exercises, and you say this first one is really good for breathing and activating the core. So take us through.
Yeah, so when we think of core, we naturally think of like our six-pack muscles, but with pregnancy, you really want to think of your TA muscle, that's your deepest core muscle, and also your pelvic floor. So we're gonna do a breathing exercise, and what you do, hands on your belly, you're gonna inhale, fill up your belly, and then exhale, and lift your belly up. So we don't want to hold our breath. So we're kind of giving our baby a little hug. And what that is doing is engaging and activating our deep core muscles here, which is gonna help us. I know, giving it a little hug. It's like, where did it go?
So
where did it go?
amazing. It's amazing.
But it's gonna help with delivery, and it's also gonna help with separation of the abdominals, which is very common when you're pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your baby's getting a little
Yeah, you get a little hug.
You have another core exercise also that I love any exercise. I hate exercising, but I love any exercise that has a kind of animal association. This one's called bird dog.
Two animals.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna go on down to the ground. This is also for the core. We're gonna have our wrist under our shoulders, knees under our hips, and we're gonna lift one leg and our opposite arm at the same time. Hold it for a second. Exhale. Bring it back in, inhale. So that same breathing exercise we just did, we're gonna be doing that while we are working our core here. So exhale, and then inhale.
Nice. I'm not sure I'm getting the bird or the dog, but okay.
But no, Cynthia, you gotta go like this.
Oh, all right, all right.
Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, so pregnant women tend to have, I certainly had, a lot of back pain during pregnancy as well. So you say that tightening your core can actually help reduce that.
Yeah, so while we're pregnant, obviously the baby's growing, our belly's growing, that's weakening our abdominal muscle, so we're putting a lot of strain on our back. Yeah. So by strengthening or trying to maintain the strength in our core, that's gonna help alleviate any lower back pain. But of course, you can do some like lower back stretching throughout the day, and I'm about to get one of those support bands that really helps as you get into your third trimester to help relieve some of that stress on your abdominals.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, next you have some prenatal exercise that will set us up for good posture during the postpartum period. So tell us about the first one.
Yeah, so we're gonna grab our bands for this one. So a very common posture is like the mom posture we get. It's a forward head movement. It's a arched, rounded shoulders because we're holding the baby, breastfeeding the baby. We're always in this position. So to counteract that, we're gonna work our back. So we're gonna have our palms facing up, our elbows are nice and tight in our core, and we're gonna pull the band, making like a W with our band, with our arms rather. So we're gonna pull And you should feel this in your upper back.
Yeah.
And also keep your core nice and engaged. So we're gonna do that breathing exercise. Exhale, and then bring it back in.
It's like we're bringing our shoulder blades together.
Yes, bringing your shoulder blades together, activating that upper back.
I feel like this would be good for anyone, like, because we're always hunched over on our phones, right? Like, this is good at any time. Yeah.
All right, the next one you have for us is called the pelvic tilt. So what is that and what does it help?
So that's another mom posture, and I actually have it right now. This is like that anterior tilt because of the weight of the belly. So we're gonna go back down to the ground to do this one. We're gonna do a pelvic tilt to counteract that. So also, if you're pregnant and you're getting on your back, come onto your side first and then roll on your back.
Okay.
Very important. So we're not doing a glute bridge, it's a pelvic tilt. We're just lifting our pelvis off the ground a little bit, exhale, squeeze, and then bring it back down.
Am I lifting my butt off the floor?
It's gonna come off the floor just a little bit, but not as much as like in a glute bridge.
And am I squeezing my butt?
Squeeze your butt, yep, squeeze your butt, activate your core.
What kind of a shot are we getting of this? That's what I want to know. Is it a birthing shot? Yeah. Like, is this what I'm, anyway.
We're birthing.
Okay, you also say that there's a bonus exercise that is excellent for everyone, all different types of everyday lifting, mom or not, but tell us about it.
Let's get back up. I think this is particularly important when you're a mom because once baby comes, you're multitasking, you're holding baby in one hand, you're holding groceries in another hand. So doing unilateral, so working one side of the body at a time is really important to make sure both sides are even. We're gonna grab our dumbbell. And we're gonna do an uneven squat. So feet are hip width apart.
For the record, she's got 15, we've got 10.
I got 15.
Just for the record.
And you know why? Because a car seat is 10 to 20 pounds without your baby in it. So yes, ladies, we can lift heavy,
yes,
okay?
We can.
So we're gonna squat down and come back up. And this is mimicking you, literally picking up your car seat with the baby.
Why don't we keep doing this and say, Chloe, thank you so much for being here and sharing these exercises with us. We love it. Good luck to you and baby number 2. Okay, we'll be back right after this. I love this.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.